Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. It's tea time with Tracey. Tea time with Tracey. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Tea Time with Tracey. I'm super duper excited that you're here with me. Come on in, everyone, come on in. I'm excited on tonight. Oh my God, I'm so super duper excited that you decided to tune in. Thank you for tuning in to Tea Time with Tracey. Oh, please do me a huge favor and share, 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 share. Please, everyone, share on your page and invite your people to come in. We have a great topic of discussion on tonight, and I view in need of all of my viewers' participation. I am so excited. We are now, we're in December, the ending of the year of 2020. We're in the last month of the year. We have been going on every Monday, just about for the whole year. And so I'm excited for each and every one of you that are tuning in right now. Yes, please let me know that you're here. It's good to see you all. Oh my God, you are coming in one behind another. I'm excited. Oh my goodness, one of my greatest administrators on the line, Cola Roberts, my daughter. All right, thank you for tuning in. We have Jeannie Brown. Thank you for tuning in. We have my administrator, Montrese Brewster, on. Thank you for tuning in. My nephew, Rasheen McDuffie. Oh my God, I'm excited. Good to see you, Jane Rowland. And my number one fan, my sister, Cynthia Pickens Brewster. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my God, Jane Rowland. Thank you for tuning in. My mentor is on, Wanza Lethbridge. Oh my God, you guys are really blessing me like never before. You know what happened? I did something different that I normally don't do, and I want to bring it to the forefront. What I did, I took the time to send out a text blast reminding you all that I need you all to tune in. Why? Because this is Tea Time with Tracey, and what we do here, this is the type of forum or platform where we have viewers' discussions. And that means everything that we discuss here, it is about viewer participation. There's no big I's, there's no little U's. We come together to encourage one another, to admire and to aspire, and to assist each other, wherein that we can build our relationships and create unbreakable bonds that are like no other. And the way that we do that is that we tune in and we started off with these discussions and we piggyback off of one another, because we never know who's going to tune in and be blessed by the words that you say, because you are important and you matter. Your opinion, your comments, and your thoughts matter here at Tea Time with Tracey. Oh my God. You know, this is one for the record. I have all three of my administrators on the line. I have my administrator, Alicia R. Kears. I have my administrator, Montrese Brewster. And I have my administrator, Cola Roberts. This is one for the records, and I'm excited. Yes, this topic that we have for discussion on tonight, I thought was very was needed. I have been doing some, if you can be so, oh my God, okay, y'all about to make me really I'm about to jump up and down and shout on here. I got my first lady, Lady Dr. Cynthia McGinnis on the line. Come on, I want to give it up for you. Thank you for tuning in. Listen, we're going to dive right on into this subject matter, but before I do that, let me get the preliminaries out of the way. First and foremost, I want you all to remember, If you didn't get your copy of An Unbreakable Bond, the ultimate mother and daughter relationship. It is certainly going to be a blessing to your life, not just for the women and mothers and daughters, but also fathers and sons. All will be blessed by it. It's an easy read. It's a good book, not just because I wrote it, but because of the reviews that I've been getting from friends and viewers like yourselves. So please get your copy of An Unbreakable Bond, the ultimate mother-daughter relationship. The other matter that I want to bring before you is this. Next Sunday, I have a special segment that will be on place here at 7 p.m. It's about Black love, young couples persevering. We have the Team Roberts, and we have Team Thomas. These are young couples who I think two of them just turned 30, and the other two are under 30. And these two couples have really been through some things, but when you see the pictures, I did a nice video of their lives. I put up a couple of photos of them, just depicting some of the things they did, from their traveling, from their engagements to them having their children. Wait till you hear their stories, and it will be an encouragement to a lot of the young Black couples as well as the older ones. But I just want you all to make sure that you tune in on next Sunday. That is Sunday the 20th at 7 p.m. Please be sure that you tune in, mark your calendars. It is worth the watch, and I'm sure you all can be a great participant in that. Also, please, everyone, do me a huge favor. I know you've been watching my live. I know you've been watching my page. I have um, I have what we call um, a $500 cash giveaway on taking place on July 1st. I need you all to partake in that. I'm going to put it up very briefly so you can see it. Yes, that is going to be taking place on July 1st. You have an opportunity to start off the new year with $500. And the only way to do that is that you submit a $10 cash app to $ for tea time. And you'll get your name on that's how you get your name on the spin wheel. But you have to submit your $10 to for to $ for tea time. I tell you, so and this is for the giveaway that's going to be taking place July 1st. I need all of your participation in that. It is going to be something that is great. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, not July, January. Why I keep saying July? Oh my goodness. January 1st, 2021. January 1st, 2021. I'm going to put it up one more time just so we can see that I made that correction. I should be hearing my phone go off, making sure that you get your time to be in it. You want to make sure you get your name on it. So please send your $10 cash app to $ for tea time. As you see scrolling on the bottom there, send it to that cash app, and you'll be sure to get your name on that spin wheel. So now that the preliminaries are out of the way, let's dive into the topic of discussion. Okay, so, oh yes, it's big money. It's big money. You all are really have blessed my life to see you all come in. Yes, Denise, you have. Please start sending in your cash apps. Okay, so the topic of discussion, if one of my administrators, if you all can type it in so I can pin it, I would greatly appreciate it. I should have done it earlier, but I'm just going to say that, is it true who we become is a reflection on how we were raised? And if so, can this be the basis for the outcome of our business and personal relationships? The reason why I'm bringing up this topic, what is the topic? I just stated it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say it again. Is it true who we become is is a reflection on how we were raised? Is it true who we become is a reflection on how we were raised? And if this is so, can it be the basis for the outcome of our relationships in business and personal? I love that. So the reason why I'm bringing this about, because we are finding out, I found out, I've been in a couple of, yes, thank you. I'm going to pin it, Montrese. I'm going to pin it there. Let me just pin it on the screen. Yes. Okay, so that's the topic. Yes, thank you. Okay, so this is what we are discussing. Is it true who we become is a reflection on how we were raised? If so, can this be the basis for the outcome of our business and personal relationships? I brought this topic up because there are a lot of times that I like, or First Lady already put something up. She said, "Me to Chelsea, always as I am, so shall you shall you be." Uh, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because uh, I'm sorry, Denise, you put it right there. Learned behavior. The thing is that I've discovered that, let's just go. I'm going to dive right onto it. A lot of times when we look at, I'm going to put the topic up again. A lot of times what happens is that we have so much difficulty. Sometimes difficulty in our relationships. Sometimes the relationships are good. Sometimes they're bad. Be it business, be it personal. What happens is our relationships um, are predicated on what we've seen, or how we were raised, or our the people that it has a lot to do with how we were raised. Um, but the other thing about it is that sometimes um, can we really say that the outcome of our relationships are based on how we were raised? Because let's say you come from a family of several members in your family. Let's say same mother, same father. Okay, and yet the you have the children have different outcomes in their relationships. How is it that you can have you can have four children, three children, and one marriage work and the two other ones don't work, and the parents' marriage lasted forever? How is that? When they was raised from the same mother and father, same upbringing, same teachings, but yes, yet their outcomes are different. So can we really say that it is because of the way we were raised that affect the outcome or the basis of our outcome of our relationship? Are y'all following me with this? Let me see if First Lady put, is it true that the way we were raised affects who we become? Exactly. Is it true? Uh, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. Jasmine said, not necessarily true. If there are things you did not like growing up, you change it or you fix it. Okay. Yvette says, I've learned to filter out those things that were suitable to sort in relationships and business. Very good. Very good. Very good. Um, right. Because this is the thing. I'm a lot of times that when it comes to, let's use, I'm speaking, this is mainly for the adult children and parents, because I find that a lot of times the adult children, when you look at their lives and you see some things that they're doing as parents, we ought to not we analyze ourselves, but we also watch our children, and you can see some of the things that you imparted in them, and you can see the effects of it in their life when you watch how they maneuver. And um, First Lady said, we are the sum total of our choices. She says, we are the sum total of our choices. We are the sum total of our choices. Yes, and Montrese said, you change or fix it, yes. But some of those characteristics show in your adult life. Exactly, and that's where I want to go to. What happens is that because a lot of times, like people figure out, the reason I'm coming to here is because we have um, adult children who estrange themselves from their parents or from their family, and you come from a family, a group setting, a group of more than one, and yet you see the outcome of their relationships, and you're like, why is one successful and the other isn't? If you got two daughters, one is progressing and the other one is digressing. What happened when you raising the same children? So what brings them to that place? Cola says it's your point of view. Just like we can see the same movie and pick up different things, our experiences are based on our perspective, not truth. That's how children in the same home have lived different lives. Oh, that's good. That's good, Cola. That's very good. Alicia says, on the flip side, can't use the way you was raised as an excuse. When are you gonna take action and say the buck stops here? Very good. Exactly. So it's like, okay, hold up. Jeannie says this. At times, our parents stayed married because of the children and because of financial difficulties. We're quick to give up on marriage or relationships a lot quicker. Wow. Wow. But that's, so what you're saying is we were raised where our parents stuck it out in their marriages, but yet in the modern day the generation doesn't seem to hold tight to that truth of sticking out with their marriages. They're throwing the towel or they give up on it. But the thing, what I'm saying is that okay, you got two family members who was raised in the same household, seeing the same things and that understanding, yet one continued and the other uh, gave up on the marriage. So can we really say it's the way that we were raised, or is it really about the choices that we decided to make? Eleanor says sometimes it's difference in company each other keep. Monchi says some people was raised on love and others on survival. Ooh, mm, that's interesting. Okay, so however the way you were raised, is it true that the way we were raised, our relationships are based on them? The outcome of our relationship is based on whether we was raised with love or whether we was raised for the sake of survival. Because the thing is that why Jasmine said both. Denise says it's a combination of both. True, because you can be raised where you're taught that you must be able to. Okay, let's just say you raised in a single parent home, and the same girl, same age, raised in a two family home. Yet the person that was raised under a single parent home is thriving and striving, and the person who was raised the person raised in a single family home is thriving and striving, but the person that was raised in a two family member home is not progressing as such. Is it really because of the way they was raised? Because you say two is better than one, but yet the one that was raised with one is thriving, the one that was raised with two is nowhere close to. So it can we really say that it is based on the way we were raised? I really think that it's based on how. Uh, like Montrese says, I believe some of the characteristics arise in your adult life, whether good or bad. Yes. Alicia said culture plays a factor. Family dynamics, work, school, church, friends, and etc. That's very good. Very good. Not to compare, but uh, privilege plays a part. Wow. So, so the thing is that the thing is that with this being said, how do we how do we make sure that the lives that we live and the relationships Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Let me stop for a moment. Mama Glow just said something. She said it's genetic too. Oh, Jasmine, you're absolutely right. The child's desire to succeed determines the outcome. And I think that's where I want to go. It's may not, I don't think it's all based on the way that we were raised that determine the basis of our outcome when it comes down to relationship. I think everything that a lot that is being said here, we got character, culture. We think about the privilege plays. Montrese said some things there. The characteristic that arise, that the combination of both, Ray being raised with love and others on survival. These things all play a role in how we are handling our business and our personal relationship. Jeannie said, you can be raised in a perfect household by good, loving parents. It doesn't mean you're going to be like your parents. Sometimes you don't want to live like your parents. And, oh, that's good. That is so good. That is so good. And it's so true. Wow. But genetic how? Yes, Gloria, they're asking genetic how. How is it in the genetics that um, that the way that a person is raised affects the outcome, the basis of the outcome of their relationships, be it business or personal? Because let me just say, like Jeannie said, you was raised in a good household. You can be raised in a good household, um, and you can have a parent that is very front and center, very much a part of your life and a part of being available to you. How do you, how do you, um, I'm trying to hone in on the fact of the reason. Let me just use me an example. I was raised in a home with my mother and my father. I'm gonna go right into it so y'all can get it just. I was raised in a home with my mom and my dad, right? My mom and my dad had many years together up until my mom married my dad from the age of 18 until her death. My daughter now was raised in a house with just me. She has surpassed way beyond and obtaining and progressing in her life than I did. The thing is, I was raised one way and she was raised another way. Is it really true on how we were raised? Can we base our relationships and our outcome on that? Because how is it that I was raised in a two-family home and I have nowhere close to obtaining or moving forward as she did at the age that she is? Yet, that's where I'm going with this. If y'all hear me, because I want to know, can we really say that it was based on how we were raised? uh, Yvette says, my mom was a single parent and I've been married for 28 years. I had a different vision for my life. Exactly. Wow. So you answered the question. You answered what I was trying to say. You pretty much answered that. And that could be the case for with Cola. She had a different vision for her life. I thought my vision, I never really had a vision. My mindset was different. I feel like I was privileged. I feel like that I was sheltered. I didn't have to do a lot of things that she had to do, being in a household of a single parent. And so, therefore, that put her in a different mindset than I had, like the survival part. I was raised in a household where I was loved and I was provided for. So I didn't have to worry about if the roof was going to be over my head, if there was going to be food on my table, about what I never had to worry about anything. All I had to do was rise, go to school, and come home. That was my only worry, you know. And my daughter, it was different for her. I didn't put it on her, but she saw it. She saw the struggle. She saw the shortcomings. She saw these things. Yvette says she didn't want that struggle. Uh, Cola said, what you see and how you're raised is beyond mommy and daddy. That's deep. That's deep right there. Yes, the survival part. What you see and how you raised is beyond mommy and daddy. Cola, break that down a little more. Okay. There are aspects, she says, of my entire family that had an impact on what I did and didn't want. Got you. Gloria says some genes follow you. For instance, eye color, some speech impairment, some tinnitus, short patience, etc. Oh, okay. And those things play a role also in your relationships and how you handle matters. I see what you're saying, Gloria. Absolutely, Cola. Faith says there are aspects. Cola said there are aspects of my entire family that had an impact on what I did and didn't want, and so that's wisdom. That's wisdom. Wherein and I didn't have that outlook. I didn't have to my mindset. I didn't even think like that. All I know was Daddy said when you have to reach a certain age, we can't live out on our own. You have to be married. So I went and got married, you know, um, and that's just what it was. I didn't think of like the way this era of people, young folks, are thinking. Not saying that some older ones aren't, but I know the people in this era, they think different, and they're not really moving according to how they were raised. They're recognizing, okay, even if they were raised a certain way, if it was out of order, they were like, okay, I'm not going to, you know what, my just to say, for instance, like if a child said, okay, like we feel like, oh, you spanked that child. If that child did something wrong, you're gonna spank them, and the children today is like, listen, what good is that gonna do? If I that's not my child's way of understanding. My child doesn't understand a beating. My child understand me attacking his feelings or her feelings, or my child understand when I speak to them, or if I take something from them. So wherein we come from a time where a spanking is necessary, or that's what we know to do, or that's how we were raised, that doesn't mean that's how we're doing in this era. Does that make sense? And so that affects the relationship. So if we're raised that a spanking doesn't mean anything, and then that will affect our relationship with our children and then our grandchildren. And so before you know it, we're doing our grandchildren the way we did our children. So that's affecting the relationship. Monique says, my mom has 9 kids and she did a great job. The various challenges she faced taught me that I didn't want to face them, so I knew I wasn't going that route. I have 1 kid and it was a struggle. I bless her every day for her sacrifice, but didn't want that for me. Oh my God, you guys are really, this is really good here. Denise says, you can gain negatively and positively. I came from a single household environment. Therefore, I was determined not to allow my child to ever feel the absence of a father. I've been married 31 years. Oh my God, you people. So, so then what we are saying that the way we were raised does affect our relationship then. Because we were raised a certain way, there's certain ways that we handle our fears when it came to our relationship, specifically because of how we were raised. Denise says, Yvette says, one thing, please don't look for the perfect man. There's one, but we don't have right. There's one, but we do have a perfect God. Right. There's not a perfect man, but we do have a perfect God. There's no perfect man, but we have a perfect God. Yes. Alicia said, if it teaches you what to do, it will also teach you what not to do. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, the way we are raised can teach us what to do and what not to do. And so it's true that it does affect our relationships. Jasmine says, I gave my daughter a voice. I listen, not to do as you are told. The book is closed mentality. The book is closed mentality. Oh, I'm a little confused there. I gave my daughter a voice. I listened, not do as a. Oh, I see what you're saying. That you close the book on that mentality of do as you're told. Would you say? You said children are to be seen, not heard, and so you flip that with your daughter, and you made it so that you have a voice. You can speak. I will hear what you have to say. That's what you're saying. I get you. I get you. Because yeah, most of the time that's what it was. It was where children are being told, not um, children are to be seen, not heard. And so, therefore, a lot of times the children kept things bottled up in them, and therefore, in instances where there was abuse or they were being molested, and they wouldn't tell because they were told that they got to be seen and not told, not heard, and then that affect their relationship. So, therefore, a person who was raised where they couldn't speak their piece or they had to hold their tongue, a lot of times they in relationships and they would do the same thing, or that their opinion didn't matter, or that their thoughts didn't count. And so what happens is it affects their relationship. Okay, so I was on point. Okay. Um, Faith says we usually seek what was missing in the home. No dad in my home, so I sought the daddies in my life for years until I myself was sick of myself. Oh my God. And so now, when we see these things, so what does that say about whatever we experience as a parent, that the way we were raised and what we dealt with in our life? What does that say about our children when we raised our children? So our deficiencies and our issues. So while we were, let me just use you, Yvette. So while you were seeking a sugar daddies in your life, did that not affect your children? And now, when you get your correction, and then your children raise up, there are effects of it, and so, and then we have ourselves. Like, wait, hold on. Gloria says, yes, it's true. I had both parents in my home. I lived the both, but I knew I wouldn't take what my mother put up with. I guess that's why it's hard for me to commit. Boom, boom, Gloria. You said something a mouthful right there, Gloria. You said something a mouthful. And so, whoo, that's good. And we don't even realize the effects. We think that we're grown and we're older and we've surpassed certain things, but no, it's really true. The way we were raised affect how we interact and deal, and we don't even realize if we don't stop and get a hold of ourselves and realize, because we don't realize like the things that, for instance, let me use, if Denise, you said because you was raised in a household and you've been married for 31 years, so what if your children decide they don't want that life? Even though they were raised with it, they may decide that, well, I don't ever want to be married. Or they may want to be just like you. And if they feel they can't have it the way you have it, they don't want it. We got so much there to look at when it comes down to the way we raise our children, how we were raised, and the effects of it. And of course, there's no perfect parents. There's no perfect way of doing things, but we, at least if we take a look at our children and ourselves and their relationships and the businesses and the lack thereof and all of that, we can see the results of how we were raised affecting us. Jasmine said, wait a minute, our children change and make their own choices if they are strong enough to stand up to their parents. Faith was talking about absolutely to Gloria. Cola says, I think you have to recognize what you can become in order to not go that route. Just like when doctors ask about family health history to know what you need to look out for, you have to understand mental and emotional history to change outcomes. Ooh, daughter. Ooh, girl, you're talking. You're talking right. You're talking right. You're talking right, daughter. You are talking right. Montrese says, parents, your actions have effects on your grown children as well. Ooh, ooh. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yes, yes. We have to understand that. And Jazz said that's it, control their lives. Okay, Yvette says, on the other hand, we raise two daughters that have boyfriends and they hold them to high standard because of their father. That's great, but I always tell them he's not exactly like your dad. Don't compare them as long as they highly esteem and respect you. Very good. Oh, my son-in-law is on. Ooh, Deshaun is on. Oh, yes, come on, talk to me. He said, do we have to know where we're coming from to know where we're going? Ooh, well, I believe, how do we know where we're going if we don't know where we've been? How do we know the road that we are taking? You know, you have to see from whence you come so you can know where to go and where not to go. There's a blueprint to everything. And it's just like this. If the house was built and a strong house was built and you seen the foundation, you saw how it was laid and you seen how it constructed, and you're setting out to build your house, you're going to build it on the foundation the way that was standing strong, everything that it took to make that house stand the way that it does. The only way you can do that is that you have to follow that blueprint. But okay, hold up, somebody. Oh, this is good, this is good, this is good. Keep them coming, y'all, keep them coming. While we're here, do not forget to make sure that you send in your Cash App for the New Year $500 giveaway. Don't forget this. That was just a little introduction to remind you about the $500 giveaway on January 1st, 2021. All you have to do is send your $10 Cash App to $ for Tea Time, and you'll get your name placed on the spin wheel. Please make sure you do that. Do not let the night go without you getting your submission in to be on the spin wheel for the $500 cash giveaway. Okay, so Shamel said, to answer the topic question, how you are raised will affect you in every aspect of your life. Yes, 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 yes. Montrese says, no one knows the road but the Lord. We know where we've been and where we are, and an expectation of a beautiful road ahead. Amen to that. Shamel said, how you are raised is the first deposit made into who you are. Ooh, come on here. And this is the thing. We have to understand it. When we are in relationships, be it business or personal, you see you see the residue of the way a person was raised. And sometimes if you really look, you can see, okay, okay, I can see that they wasn't taught that, or I can see that they wasn't, or they had no, somehow or another you would see the results of it. Sandy wrote something. Let me put it here. She said, I was raised by a single dad because my mom passed away when I was 11. Wow, I didn't know that, Sandy. She worked hard to help provide for our family. My parents were married until she passed. I sometimes felt inadequate as a parent because I didn't know if I can be a good mom since my mom's time was shortened. My God. My two boys came out pretty good despite a divorce, one parent home, and illness. Who knew it would end up this way? I have to give you kudos. Kudos to Sandy Maxwell. I know her personally. She have two strong young men, educated, respectful, and love the Lord, and you've done a magnificent job. And I'm certain your mother will certainly be proud of you, and so would your dad. And I just want to put that out there from Tea Time with Tracey. Give it up for Sandy Maxwell, y'all. Yvette said, looking from the outside, Tracey, your family was an inspiration to many. Faith as well as your family, your mom in a spiritual sense. Oh, yes, oh, yes. When I say this because, and that's just the way it is when it comes down to this circle called life. You know, it is always, the people from the outside can see things clearer than the people sometimes from the inside. Because sometimes, let's just take a movie for instance. So this is how I gotta put it. Sometimes when you in a movie theater and you in the front seat, the screen is so huge and everything was so large before you that you don't get to see the screen clearly because you're so up front and close. But when you step back, like the people who are on the outside, they can get a clearer vision of what they're looking at. They can see a little clearer than sometimes than the people from within because you too close and personal. Does that make sense? And that's why it's important that when you sometimes hear from people outside of you speak into you, it gives you something. It helps you along the way. Do that make sense? Can I get some hearts? Can I get some hearts? Do y'all understand what I'm saying there? Jasmine said, the best gift I gave my daughter was God. Her belief, her integrity. Everything comes from God. I wish my mom would have talked to me about God, not forced the church on me. We talk about God. So, she said, yes, Sandy Maxwell. Chanel said, Sandy Maxwell, you did a fabulous job. Seriously, your boys are amazing. Kudos, mom. Yes. Uh, Faye said there has to be some understanding of your past family history at some point. Yes, yes, Sandy. Yes, 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 yes. Montrese said the people on the outside can appreciate what we take for granted on the inside. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you. Y'all know it took me a little roundabout way to get to my point, but that's exactly what I wanted to say. Montrese, you hit it on the head. The people on the outside can appreciate what we take for granted on the inside. Exactly. Exactly. And Faith said, God bless you, Yvette Newman. I really didn't understand the blessing she was until I gave my life to the Lord. And that's exactly like the same thing with my family. I appreciate what my mom and my dad represented and how I was raised. But I will also say to with anything, of course, you always, with anything, you always know that it's like I took what I needed, and then the things, and like you say, what I feel like I wanted is what I made sure I gave to my daughter. What I lacked in, I made sure I gave that to my daughter. What I didn't understand, I made sure I made it understandable to my daughter. So those things are very important to do. Oh my God, you guys are really blessing me. I'm so super duper excited that you all tuned in. This was a really, really great time on tonight. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Please, we're going to stay on this topic, but I need you all to make sure, mark your calendars. I need you all to tune in on next Sunday. Next Sunday, I have a special segment on Sunday, not Monday. I'm going to be on a Monday, yes, but I'm speaking about the segment that I'm having next Sunday at 7 p.m. It's called Black Love. I have two young couples who are persevering and they're going through, they're pushing through, and they holding on to live this life that the Lord said that we can have. We can have this abundant living, but they're going to talk to you about some things, and it's going to blow your mind when you hear and see that, their story. I want you to hear their story and be a blessing. So please make sure you mark your calendar. And matter of fact, one of them is on right now, and he's saying, why are we the only culture that raises our children on survival, though? This is because of unresolved trauma. Ooh, boy, come on here. Come on here, y'all. Let's do this. Let's talk about this. He's hitting something there. Montrese says, my mom. Oh, wait a minute. I missed something. Oh, let me go back. Oh, Cola says something. Wait a minute. Okay, so Cola says, sometimes it's not just how you're raised, but seeing your parents' results from life choices. Oh, people, come on here. Sometimes it's not just how you're raised, but seeing your parents' results from life choices. Honestly, I saw everything I wanted based on my parents in their younger days, and things I wanted to change because of what I saw as they got older. Oh, oh, that is powerful. I'm not just saying it because it came from my daughter, but I'm glad that you have the mindset to even look at life on that type of note. That says a lot. That says a lot to me. And I'm grateful because I didn't have that mindset. Montrese says, my mom wasn't affectionate, but I know she loves me. And in turn, I struggle with being affectionate. See, these are the things. And so, Montrese, this is where what Cola is saying has to take place within you. I'm just giving an example wherein, because you know that that was the situation, that's where you have to break that cycle, and then you become affectionate. You push through. You make it make it evident in your world to come out of that box, because this is how we break curses and cycles, and how we get it together, because you're doomed to repeat that with your children if you don't take note. Like, you're noticing it now, so that's when you persevere and you push to go that extra mile to be affectionate. Yes. Oh, y'all blessing me. Y'all really blessing me. Yes, Black Love, tune in. Let's talk about what Deshaun put there. I need y'all to get in there. When he was saying, he said, why? Yes. Why is it that we are the only culture that raises our children on survival, though? This is because of unresolved trauma. And it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. We have to do that. We have to tune into that. Let's tune into that. Montrese says, I'm affectionate with family, but in relationship, I suck at affection. Wow. 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 Faith, you said absolutely. What you're saying absolutely too, Faith. To Deshaun, to what he was saying about how we raise our, why are we the only culture that raises our children on survival, though? This is because of unresolved trauma. Yes. Yes. And so we have to flip the script on that. We have to find a way to flip that script on that. You know, oh my God, my time is almost up. Please do not forget, you all. Please make sure that you do not leave without. Be sure to make sure that you get your you tune in and make sure that you send your cash app for the $500 giveaway. You want to be make sure that you partake in it, that you want to have a chance to get it. All you have to do is send your cash app to your $10 to the cash app $ for tea time. I should have done that, but I need you to make sure that you're tuned into that and be a part. Is on January 1st, 2021. January 1st, 2021, we will have the drawing for the $500 cash giveaway. January 1st, 2021, we will have the $500 cash giveaway. You want to make sure that you partake in that. So, the time is well spent. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in on tonight. This was really good. I appreciate you. Yvette, I want to hear what you said. Let me see what you wrote. Montrese Brewster, mine was opposite. I had to push not to be so soft, a pushover. It gave me tough skin, and I had to learn again to soften up a little when I met Bob. You will find your balance. Yes. Thank you. Cola says, it's unfortunate, but it's our culture history. All parents could do was teach children what not to do and trickle down for generations. Oh my goodness, this has been an awesome, I appreciate each and every one of you. What my cousin said, he said, we are the only culture that experienced the kind of trauma that was heaped upon us. Yes, 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 yes. And Cola said, Faith says, could limited oh wait, Cola says, we are a culture of what not to do, not a what to do culture. Oh my goodness. That's good. That is so true. That is so true. We are a culture of that, because that we do according to what not to do instead of what to do. We need to formulate that. We need to make sure that you hit something, Cola. We need to make a point that we do that, is that we teach our children on what to do. Because yes, we are quick to say what not to do. How about teach our children on what to do? How about teach our children, okay, to have to have an unbreakable bond with your children. This is how you want to begin from the beginning stages. This is what you want to listen to your children. You want to respect your children. You want to appreciate their mindset. You want to play that role in them. You want to begin that type of, you want to build it from the beginning stages. You want to teach them about how, you want to teach them early. So you want to break the cycle from where we came from on a what not to do and began to teach them on the what to do. Did that make sense? Teach them about finances. Teach them how to manage their money. Teach them from a young age about the difference between material things and sneakers and all of these things. Let's teach them that. Let's go back to what some things were being said. So Cola says, going back to what Cola says, she says, we are a culture of what not to do, not a what to do culture. Faith says, could limited finances have anything to do with some of our unresolved trauma? Also, our parents were always stretching a dollar and frustrated about finances. Lornette says, we tend to practice learned behavior and continue it within our families. Yes, it's true. It's true. Sandy said, this was awesome. I see your numbers go up. All right. But we are victim of many culture vultures at the same time, Deshaun said. Ryan said, finances play a big role in relationships, which lead people to stay in bad situations just to not be on the street. Wow. That's true. That's true. That's true. He said there are a lot of relationships based on survival and not being able to support yourself. Ooh, boy, y'all bringing it tonight. Deshaun said many of us don't have the time to teach the kids the guidebook to life. We are the most overworked and underpaid people. Oh, my Lord. You guys, come on here with it. Wow. Yes, Faith. Yes. Oh, so you guys, you're getting a preview of who these brothers are and what you're going to be getting on next Sunday. These men are they're well thought out. They're young, but they got great minds, and they're gonna bring it to on Sunday. And the wives are just as powerful. And so I want y'all to make sure that y'all tune in on on Sunday. This Sunday coming at 7 p.m. This Sunday at 7 p.m. I have Black Love that's gonna be taking place, a special segment at 7 p.m. And I need you all to tune in at that time. Please be sure to tune in. And while you're here, do not forget to make sure that you all cash app your $10 to $ for tea time so you can partake in the $500 cash giveaway. And so your name can be placed on the spin wheel. So great. Thank you, Faith. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in to Tea Time with Tracey. It is 9 o'clock. Our hour is well spent. I thank you for tuning in from all over. Again, remember Tea Time with Tracey's is where we come together to encourage each other, to admire and to assist each other, and to build our relationships unbreakable bonds. We know that there is an enemy after our soul. He does not like relationships, and so what he does, he causes all kind of chaotic issues and situations to keep us from being united and being built up and going forward and strong. And so what we do here, we have these discussions and we let everyone know that there's no big I's or no little U's. We are a team. We work together. We are better together. One can chase 1,000 and two can put 10,000 to flight. Each one reach one. We are helpers of one another. And of course, one of the things I always say on my forum, that there's only one of the relationships that you have, the greatest relationship you could ever have, is that a relationship with our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And so I say unto each and every one of you, if you have not accepted Jesus as your personal Savior, I welcome you to accept him on today. According to Romans 10:9, the Bible says, if you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that Jesus died and God rose him on the third day, you shall be saved. That's all it has to take. And so all you have to do is say, Lord Jesus, I confess I am a sinner. Come into my heart. Come into my life. I believe that you died for me on Calvary. I believe that God rose you up. I believe that you have, because of your death on Calvary, I have been redeemed back to the Father, and I have a chance to have a life and have it more abundantly. And so I accept you as my Lord and as my Savior. Come into my heart, come into my life, create in me a clean heart, and renew the right spirit within me. If you done that, then you are saved. The heavens are rejoicing, and we are rejoicing with you here at Tea Time with Tracey. And so I will ask each and every one of you that you find yourself a Bible-based church. If you haven't found one, you are welcome to attend the church that I attend. I attend Full Effect Gospel Ministries, where my leader is the General Overseer, Bishop Archie L. McGinnis II, and my First Lady is Dr. Cynthia McGinnis. We're being taught in the Word. We're being built up in our faith. And so come along and go with us. All you have to do is tune into effect900.com, and you will find that all that we are doing. So again, thank you all, each and every one of you, for tuning in on tonight. Do not forget that you make sure that you tune in on Sunday, 7 p.m. Sunday, 7 p.m. We will have an awesome special segment on Black Love. Two young couples that will be coming, who's going to be a blessing. And I guarantee you're going to walk away with something to be encouraged and inspired. And also, do not forget to submit your $10 to the Cash App, so that you'll be able to have an opportunity for your family to be blessed for the new year. And all you have to do is submit $10 to Cash App, $ for tea time, and you will get a chance to get your name on the spin wheel and me be able to walk away with $500 for your family on January 1st, 2021. Be sure to submit your $10 Cash App. So thank you all again. Thank you for tuning in to Tea Time with Tracey. I am your host, Tracey Hines, and I look forward to seeing you on next Sunday. Actually, on Sunday, this Sunday coming, December 20th at 7 p.m. Tune in on this Sunday, December 20th at 7 p.m. for our special segment on Black Love. God bless you all. It's Tea Time with Tracey. Tea Time with Tracey.